What's going on? It's time to talk about a film called Sex Madness, released in 1938, starring Vivian McGill, Stanley Barton, and Alan Tower. It was written by Vincent Valenti and Joseph Seidman, and it was produced and directed by Dwayne Esper, who's also done films like Maniac, like the actual one from the 1935, I think it was from. Narcotic, How to Undress in Front of Your Husband, and Mariana, which is like a spoof on marijuana and like other things. Anyways, Sex Madness. This film was definitely not what I was expecting. Um, it's not a huge like orgy people like constantly going out and like hooking up and stuff like that. No, there's this one. You follow this one young girl who who has like a hookup with someone she likes, and something's not right. So she goes out and tries to figure out what's going on. She sees a whole pile of doctors, and eventually she learns that she's contracted a venereal disease, an STD. I think it's actually syphilis, if I remember correctly, that they talk about in the film. And yeah, so she goes and sees like one doctor at a hospital. He shows her like different outcomes of it and stuff, and they either have really good makeup effects or it's actual archive footage of how the disease looked at the time. Either way, it was that part was interesting. Yeah, and then she goes and sees other doctors on how to treat it and how to maintain and like try to get rid of it. And the one doctor is like a sleazy doctor, and he's just like, okay, don't go see these doctors. They're going to try to prolong it. And so you constantly come and see them and stuff because in the States, you basically pay for every time you go. But, anyways, yeah, so she basically, the first half of the film, she's trying to figure out what's going on and her symptoms and everything like that. And then once she figures it out, it kind of basically just like dwindles into her trying to cope with it in life and tries to move ahead with it and everything like that. The point of this movie is that is to try to promote safe sex back in 1938, basically. Trying to show what could happen if someone caught one of these and stuff. So it does make its point, but overall, the construction basically of the film, the way it was put together, is a little disjointed and it's not very cohesive. Like there's no likable characters, the acting's mediocre, and yeah, the film like overall it was okay. Like a lot of the scenes were backlit too much or too dark. I found this is a black and white film, so it kind of like gets in the way. But yeah, overall, it wasn't that good and pretty boring for the most part. But it does make an interesting point. The first half I thought was interesting though, so I'll give it that. But for the most part, this film was kind of dated and does not really sit well, even though we do have like the same STDs now, even probably newer ones, and some of them we still don't even have cures for still. But overall, the film is pretty boring and just an okay film. So yeah, I'll try to find clips if it sounds interesting to you, or a trailer, or even the full film itself on YouTube. I'll link it down below so you can check it out. But as far as I'm concerned, this film was not really worth the time, and it seems kind of dated now, so it's probably gonna get lost to time anyways. So definitely don't have to seek this one out. It's not like a hidden gem or anything like that. So with that, I'm gonna give Sex Madness a 2 out of 5. And yeah, so yeah, links are down below if you want to check it out. Also, check out my Instagram. It's linked down below because I always post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. And I usually have the film title and a hashtag, so I'm in the video clip. And I also put the subgenre of film in the video clip just so you're aware. And yeah, so if you're interested in seeing what I'm going to be talking about sometime in the near future and stay in the loop, follow me on Instagram. Also, make sure you like this video, share it somewhere people are aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you've seen it. I'd love to hear what you thought of it. And if you have any films at all, it doesn't matter if they're old or new or whatever. I'll watch anything. Comment them down below, and I'll try my hardest to get them in this That's if I could find them. And yeah, so yeah, and also make sure you subscribe because you never know what I'm really going to talk about next. I only got a couple taboo films left, so and then we're going to go back to the more mainstream like horror and everything like that, and yeah, do some more of that. I think so far. So yeah, make sure you subscribe, and I guess I'll see you in the next review. Hopefully, it's better than this one. So cheers.